Where stories ignite, every spark and ember glows with tales tonight. We'll read, you'll choose, endless quest fireside tales, and me. Every path we take leads to worlds we've yet to see. Rise and fall in lands both near and far. Mysteries unravel under moon and star. Twists and turns behind each door. Every page holds something more. Come closer now, the fire's warm. Adventures calling evermore. We'll read, you'll choose, endless quest fireside tales, and me. Every path we take leads to worlds we've yet to see. So stoke the flames and turn the page. Our endless tale has just begun. So stoke the flames and turn the page. Our endless tale has just begun.
Time to play.
Greetings. Welcome to From the Hilt. This program may contain mature content. Viewer discretion is advised. Please enjoy the show. We may get a little loud.
Greetings. I'm Logan, the G.I. Joe Gamer, and tonight we're going to be reading Circus of Fear. And let me get this backdrop off of here. Visual effects, none. So we can see. I forgot I had it up there. But yes, here is Circus of Fear, the Endless Quest book number 10 from your old 80s TSR series. We'll be reading that as soon as we get some more people in here tonight. But we have a poll going, and I will go over the covers here while we wait. That's what I do. So here we go. We've got options of what we're going to read in June, because this is a I promised everybody I'd do one of these in February, so here I am. I'm doing one of these endless quest book readings, and we'll be back in June for how our regular seasons start for Fireside Tales. Now, I'm going to be redoing things a little bit with that. This is Fireside Tales number 11 on this Quest Fireside Tales. But as of June, hey Phil, how you doing? It's good to see you, buddy. As of June, I am going to be renumbering all my Endless Quest and me, and all my Endless Quest book and Fireside Tales. I'm going to include that. So it's good to see you, Phil. Hope you want to participate tonight. I hope Tiger's going to pop in here so we can read and at least have somebody choose besides me. But if I'm the only one here, I will choose. But in the poll, we got Hero of Washington Square, Endless Quest book number 7, and this is a top secret book we could read in June. Captive Planet would be the second option. A Star Frontiers game. This is number 17. So we got 7 and 17. I didn't plan that. Then we have Secret of the Djinn. Now, these are all 3 that we have not read before. And I was going to include Dungeon of Dread, a book we read before, but Tiger has this Choose Your Own Adventure here that ended up somehow with my Endless Quest books, Secret of the Pyramids. And so I put this on the poll. We can read this too. I have yet to find my G.I. Joe Pick a Path to Adventures. Once I find those, I'm definitely going to be putting those on the poll. So it's good to see everybody tonight. Hope you're all having a good night. So that's what's on our poll for next time. Let me get some tunes in the background because I got some for tonight. We do have a vote. Captain Planet so far is the vote. Thank you, Phil. I don't have a preference. I could read any of these. It would be fun. Secret of the Djinn. If this is anything like Night of the Tiger, this book literally could go on forever. And we had to have 2 sessions for Night of the Tiger. I might actually put that into one video of both readings. And I think I'll fix that. Yeah, and do that. Then we got Secret of the Pyramids, a Choose Your Own Adventure. This is number 19 from that series. I don't know much about that series, but it went on a long time. So be interesting to do something a little different. So I threw that on the poll. But tonight, this is the poll winner from last season, Circus of Fear. Now, technically, this is going to be season 3. But like I said, I'm going to be restructuring all these videos into one playlist and probably rebranding the series as just Endless Quest book. Fireside Tales is good, but it's a little long, it's a little wordy. So we'll see how things are going. Phil's the only one who said hi so far. I like to have at least 2 or 3 people in here so we can start making choices before we start reading. So hope everybody is okay tonight. I know I got a few friends that are also live tonight, so if you're over there, I forgive you. I don't mind. That's just how life is. And I started earlier tonight than I normally do, and that's just how it is. And you know what? While we wait, I will put on some music and get something going for that while we wait. So I'll pop up here and let's listen to a little bit of Kamiko Takuro while we wait for others to pop in here.
Check it, boom, 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 pop, 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 pop. It's just a boom, boom day. Pop, 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 pop. Let's play. Hear it, room, room, yeah. Going out here and there. Ooh, say hey, hey, hey. Out the way, way, way. I've got something to say, say, say. Come what may, may, may. Feel around, pop around. Get down all the way to the ground. Look up, get up, feel the beat pound. Rocking and swaying abound. I got the boom, boom, boom. I hear the pop, pop, drum, 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 drum.
All right. It looks like we got the tiger in the house. We got Cool Gamer. I guess that's enough to start reading. I was going to go over real quick, though. Maybe somebody else will pop in while I do that. What books we have read on Endless Quest. This series started out as Endless Quest Books and Me, and then evolved into Endless Quest Fireside Tales. On the very first one, we read Light on Quest Mountain, which was a Gamma World game book. And that was number, I didn't see what number in the series was that. I think 12 or 13. I think it was 12. Because then we read 13, which was Endless Quest Books and Me. Dragon of Doom, and then we read Pillars of Pentagon, Return to Brookmere, Dungeon of Dread. We did Night of the Tiger, Part 1. The next time we did Revenge of the Rainbow Dragons, but then we got back to Night of the Tiger, and we did that in 2 parts. Like I said, I'm probably going to put that into one video. I'm going to compile it, and I will basically add these into the Fireside Tales, the Endless Quest Fireside Tales playlist. And then we actually did a 9th episode as part of a different show, and I'll see if I can edit that one down and just get the Endless Quest book part out as a video for Mountain of Mirrors. Number that would have been our 9th one. And then in the 10th one, we did Raid on Nightmare Castle. In episode 11, we did Duel the Masters and Dragon's Ransom in episode 12. So we did 12 of those before we did the 10 Fireside Tales leading up to this one for last season. And in that, we did Tower of Darkness, Claw of the Dragon, Robbers and Robots, King's Quest, Revolt of the Dwarves, Spell of the Winter Wizard, Lair of the Lich, Prisoner of Elderwood, Night Shift, which a special book I bought just for Halloween. It was really fun, and a lot of we had a blast doing that one. That was cool. Villains of Volturnus. The Night Shift wasn't a Endless Quest book, but the Villains of all the rest of these were. And then we got Circus of Fear tonight. So the only books in my collection that we have not read on the show so far are the ones in the poll: The Hero of Washington Square, Captive Planet, Hero of Washington Square's Top Secret, This is Star Frontiers, and then Secret of the Jinn, which was an Al-Qadim Forgotten Realms campaign. Let me see. Yes, it even says, Al-Qadim. That's what it says up there at the top. And Al-Qadim was a land in Forgotten Realms. It's not Faerun, though. And then we had Secrets of the Pyramids, this Choose Your Own Adventure, which I put on the poll tonight. And all right, so we got 5 people listening, so let's start reading, and maybe Tiger and Cool Gamer at least can give us answers, and Phil's chimed in if he wants to pop in and give a choice here. So what I do is I read the book, and once we get to a choice, I let the chat decide, and that's how we roll on Endless Quest Fireside Tales. Endless Quest Fireside Tales. So this is Circus of Fear by Rose Estes, and the cover art is by Keith Parkinson. He's a classic D&D artist. Did the cover for Castle Caldwell and Beyond, and several others. Like I said, he was one of the 3 best in back in the day with Larry Elmore and Jeff Easley. And the interior art is by Kevin Nichols. And right away, we've got this Nichols. Yes, Nichols. See, there is Nichols, if you can read that. But anyway, yes, so there it is. So the first piece of art by Kevin Nichols. Nichols. All right, so you are about to set off on a quest in which you will meet many dangers and face many decisions. Your choices will determine how the story turns out, so be careful. You must choose wisely. And basically, whenever it's written in all caps, I will say it funny like that, just because that's how I roll. Sounds like a pseudonym. It might be. Kevin Nichols might be a pseudonym. This was published in 1983, so this is a classic. Let me see. Do not read this book from beginning to end. Instead, as you are faced with a decision, follow the instructions and keep turning to the pages where your choices lead you until you come to an end. At any point, your choice could lead you to success or disaster. If you can read Circus of Fear many times, you can read Circus of Fear many times with many different results. So if you make an unwise choice, go back to the beginning and start again. Good luck on your adventure. But we don't do that. We go to the last choice and we keep a mulligan page with my little makeshift bookmark here because I still can't find my good bookmark. And we just make a different choice. So we don't have to start at the beginning. In this story, you are Layla, a young person who is visiting the circus with Petra. A young person, that's what it says. A friend. You've come to see the performance in the big top, and the ringmaster is about to start the show. Now, I can hear Tiger in the background. You might be able to as well. Hi, and stuff, Bill. So if I'm responding to Tiger, that's wise, because I can hear him. All right. There we go. Look, we got another picture already. Okay. Oh, we need some background music, don't we? Ooh. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen and children of all ages, the Bombax Brothers Circus of Fantasy is proud to present the largest collection of extraordinary performing monsters and mortals in the world of Greyhawk. They will astound, amaze, delight, and frighten you. And now we ask you to direct your attention to the mammoth steel arena in the center ring for a whirlwind of caged, furious, black-maned caterwauls and ferocious displacer beasts, natural and deadly enemies, perform under the direction of the incomparable Rebus Romney. Now, yeah, I was doing that as like an announcer if I could, but we just have some fun tonight and read this book and get on into this. All right. Hurry, Layla. It's starting. We're going to be late, Petra says angrily. I just can't leave. It's a sin to chain a Pegasus, you go on. Oh, I'll be there soon. I want to pet her a little longer. You, children, what are you doing? Roars an enormous man as he strides into the clearing. I'm Bombax, the owner of this circus. And the Pegasus, leave her alone. We're just petting her, you say. Don't you ever feed her, Petra demands. Don't you ever feed her, Petra demands. Sorry. Get back in the groove of reading it. Of course we feed her, but she won't eat. A waste of 5,000 gold pieces. 5,000 good gold pieces. I expect she'll die soon, the man says as he pokes the fragile Pegasus with a fat finger. But you can't let her die, you cry in horror. Why don't you let her go? No! I bought her. She's mine. If she won't do as I want, I'll let her die. I'll stuff her and put her in the sideshow. But that's my business. I don't like this guy, Bombax. I don't know about you guys. It's my business, not yours. Get out of here and stop poking into things that don't concern you, roars the man as you back away. Petra, we have to do something. Like set her free? Asked Petra as you walk toward the brightly lit main tent. Do you think we could? You whisper. Backing into the shadows, Petra opens his hand. In his palm lies a silver key. Petra, you cry, flinging your arms around him. I'm always scared you'll get caught, but tonight I'm glad you can pick pockets. When should we do it? Now? No. There are too many people around. Let's watch the show now. After it's over and everyone's gone, we'll free her. But Petra, the longer we stay, the more trouble we'll be in when we get home. It's not our home, spits Petra. At your home, people love you, and no one loves us at the Drunken Crow. We'll get a beating when we go back. So let's make every minute count. Come on, let's see the show. And grabbing your hand, Petra pulls you into the tent. For a time, your loneliness and hunger vanish. Erased by the magic of the circus. Only when the final trumpet blast fades do you stir from the hard wooden bench. Now, Petra, you ask? Let's watch them take down the first tent. They'll be gone before morning. Wouldn't it be fun to go with them? Always seeing new places and different people? Hush, Petra. It scares me just to think about it, you say with a shiver. Outside, a thick fog covers everything with a ghostly mantle. Huge figures loom out of the mist and tower above you. Mastodons, Petra says knowingly. They pull up the pegs that hold the tent. Watch. Outlined by the glow of flickering torches, the mammoth creatures lumber about, pulling pegs and poles and rolling up the tent. Then over the trumpeting of the beast, you hear the growl of thunder. Petra, it's going to storm. All the better for us. And as the first large drops of water begin to fall, Petra points to a red house wagon covered with golden designs. We'll hide under there until everyone goes to sleep. Scrambling under the wagon, the two of you settle down to wait. Soon you begin to nod drowsily. Hours later, you are awakened by heavy footsteps overhead. It went smoothly enough today, rumbles a gruff voice. Now only 4 men stand between us and the total control of Greyhawk. Can we do it? A second voice asked nervously. These people aren't stupid. Cluja? Nothing could go wrong. No one knows except you and me, and the doppelgangers. All you have to do is get the next doppelgangers ready. All you have to do is get the next doppelgangers ready for tomorrow, and it will work like it always has. 2 officials go into the fortune teller's tent, then Zippo, Changeo. Out come the 2 doppelgangers who look and act just like them, but do as we command. 2 dudes talking. I'm just worried, Bombax. I'd hate for anything to go wrong now. Nothing will go wrong, I'll see to that. The deep voice says menacingly. I'll kill anyone who stands in my way. Come on, Layla. We've got to get out of here, whispers Petra as he crawls out from beneath the far side of the wagon. Quickly, the 2 of you dash through the pelting rain to the Pegasus. You hug her wet, trembling body as Petra, with fumbling fingers, pushes the key into the lock. Hurry, Petra, you call out as the mastodon begins to bugle an alarm. I'm trying. It's stuck, cries Petra as a bolt of lightning rips across the sky. As you cling to the quivering creature, a single tear flows down her muzzle. When you touch the tear with your finger, it turns to crystal and drops into your hand, where it lies like a shining star. Stunned, you look into the silver eyes of the Pegasus. I will not forget, she whispers. From this day forth, you are a part of me. When you need my protection and my presence, simply touch the tear or make a wish. Another bolt of lightning explodes, and to your horror, you see the door of the red wagon swing open. A bellow of rage bursts from Bombax as he and Cluja, the ringmaster, struggle to get through the narrow doorway. Stop! Screams Bombax, but it's too late. With a loud clanking, the lock opens and the chains drop. Fly! Fly away, you shout! I shall not forget. Promises the Pegasus as she raises her feathery wings, lifts into the dripping night, and vanishes. Run, Layla, cries Petra as he stumbles and slips on the muddy ground. But you stand statue still, staring up into the empty sky. Then a heavy hand falls on your shoulder and spins you around to face Bombax. You've just cost me a fortune, whelp! I don't care. She's free now. You can't hurt her anymore. No matter what you do to me, it was worth it, you say defiantly. Leave her alone, Petra screams as he hurls himself at Bombax and pounds the large body with his fist. Grabbing Petra with a huge hand, Bombax holds him at arm's length. Cluja, call the constable. We'll give him the boy and they'll hang him. Giving you a shove, he says, Go home, girl. Just be glad I don't feed you to a monster. No, you say in a quiet but determined voice. Let Petra go, or I'll tell. Hissing, Bombax leans close to your face. Tell? Tell what, girl? Hey, Ray. What's up, bud? Welcome in. It's good to see you. Worth it. Was it? We'll find out, buddy. We'll find out. All right. Okay. Okay. There's the picture of you and the Pegasus. And the tear.
It's not water.
Here we go. Okay. Hissing Bombax tell what? Tell what, girl? We were under the wagon. We heard everything. Let us both go or we'll tell. Tugging his tunic down over his bulging stomach, Bombax says calmly, Lucia, find some place for our guests to spend the night. Someplace safe. Bombax, kill them. They'll ruin us. Do as I tell you, thunders Bombax, and thrusting you and Petra into Clusia's arms, he turns and strides away. I have to do everything, mutters Clusia as he drags the two of you to a small, sturdy wagon, shoves you inside, and locks the door. Bless you, Tiger. I don't know if you could hear her sneaking. Yeah, she's caught our cold that we had over the week. I had over the weekend. Oh, okay. Layla, why did you tell them? Why didn't you run when you had the chance? Groans Petra from a dark corner. There wasn't anywhere to go, Petra. I couldn't stand life in the Drunken Crow if you weren't there. Besides, you got into this mess only because of me. It's my fault we're here, you explain, and you begin to cry. It's not your fault, Layla. Don't cry. Petra folds his arms around you until your tears stop. Get some sleep now. Everything will look better in the morning. Before falling into an uneasy slumber, you carefully tie the crystal tear on a cord and hang it around your neck. During the night, you are awakened by the cries of men and animals. The wagon suddenly lurches into motion, but its rhythmic movement soon lulls you back to sleep. When you waken again, daylight shines through tiny cracks in the wall, and the wagon stands motionless. Then the door swings open. Standing in the bright sunlight, Bombax glowers at you. You have cost me 5,000 gold pieces and threatened me. But is Bombax angry? No. Why not? You ask. Because Bombax is a fine fellow who loves everyone. Wrapping one of his used arms around your shoulders, he smiles thinly. I'll make you a bargain. Join the circus. We're one big happy family, and you'll both like it here. We'll feed you, care for you, and teach you a trade, and you can work off your debt to me. Discuss it before I come back. As Bombax relocks the door, you strain to hear what he is saying to Clusia on the steps outside. All you can make out are a few muffled words. Don't care. Decide. Permanent accident. Later, Bombax demands your decision. What would we, okay, bleh, if I can read this right. What would we do in the circus? Petra asked warily. Hey, Kenneth Bird, how you doing? We have reached our first choice. Since you like animals, you could learn to train them. Turn to page 47. You could learn to be a trapeze artist. Turn to page 103. Or you could work with the sideshow. Turn to page 86. So 3 choices. Work with animals, be a trapeze artist, or try the sideshow. Because clearly we're not being given a choice as to whether we are going to be in the circus or not. I think I cast myself in the role of Petra in this one. All right, guys. We got a choice here. Animals, trapeze, or what was the third one? Sideshow. Yeah, that's one. Sideshow Bob. That's all I can remember. Okay. Animals. We got animals from the tiger. She wants to learn to train animals. Let's get some other votes, my friends. Let's have some fun and read this endless quest book together tonight. Let's check that poll, see how many votes we got now. 6. Wow, that's nice. 6 votes. Currently, Care of Washington Square is now in first place. So there we go. We got 1 vote for animals. Anybody else? Animals, training animals, trapeze artist, or sideshow? What do you guys want me to read? I'm going to turn down this music even a little more. It's pretty low already. But, you know, sometimes it renders a little louder. All right, we got 7 people in the chat. Cool. Who wants to vote here and decide which part I'm going to read? Going to learn how to train animals, be a trapeze artist, or work with the sideshow? Well, if nobody else decides here in a little bit, we'll just take Tiger's choice and go and learn to train some animals. Either way, it should be a lot of fun. We're going to have a wedding or we're going to have a hanging. Oh, just kidding. Robin Hood Men in Tights. You want to free the animals? Oh, well, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Yeah, this is pretty good music I rendered for this one. Maybe a little too upbeat for what we got going on, but clearly Suna did not understand the assignment. I put in Circus of Fear and all the endless quest book info like I normally do. Sometimes. I think it took the word circus a little too literally. All right, guys, I guess we're going to go animals. Let's do this. Animals 103. Well, it's a good thing we're not going to 102 because that is an ending. And I guess we'll leave it back here on our Mulligan page. Mulligan. All right. So you want to be a trapeze artist, says the handsome young man as he strokes his carefully waxed mustache. Well, you've come to the trapeze artist. Come on now, I said animals. Yep, I did go the wrong way. It's 47, not 103. Okay. My bad. Sorry. Thank you. Come again. 47. That's funny. 46 is also an ending. Okay. So you want to be animal trainers, do you? Rebus Romney says doubtfully. More likely you'll wind up as animals' dinners. But you did let the Pegasus go. That took courage. You're not mad at us for letting it go? No, child. It needed to be done. The poor creature was grieving itself to death. Why didn't you let it go? Petra asked. Fixing his one good eye on Petra, the trainer rubs a calloused hand over his scarred face. Well, might you ask, he sighs. I cannot explain, boy. Just remember that none of us, people or animals, serves this circus by choice. Only death will free us. It isn't as bad for me as it is for the others because I love my animals. But not all of my animals feel the same about me. Are they all killers, you ask? Most of them are. Come on, I'll introduce you. Remember, Romney says as you walk across the lot, never give them a chance at you. Never trust them. You must be in control at all times, or they'll try to kill you. Stopping before a large cage, he points inside. Caterwauls. Never turn your back on one. They move so fast you'll be dead before you hit the ground. But they look so nice, you exclaim. They have such beautiful blue fur. Aye, and those hooked ivory claws that can rip you to pieces. They are pretty too. Look at the walls of the cage, made of solid iron wood, but we have to replace it every few weeks because they can claw through it. I bet I could work with them. Claims Petra boldly. That's easy to say from this side of the bars, Romney replies as he walks on. Yeah, you want to free them. Blink dogs. I like them, you say. And babies. May I pet one? Would it be safe? Well, they're tamer than most, although we don't let on, says Romney, as he unlocks the cage and reaches inside for a fat pup. There. Precious. He calms the mother. We're just admiring your baby. Then he places the chubby pup in your arms. It's so soft. Oh, it's licking me. It likes me, you cry joyfully. Pushing her head between the bars, the mother dog grabs her pup and instantly disappears from your arms and reappears in the cage. That wasn't very nice, Precious. Layla was just petting baby, scolds Romney. How do they do that? Asks Petra. How do they disappear and reappear like that? We don't know. It's just their way. They blink in and out, back and forth. 1 minute they're in front of you, the next they're 6 feet behind you. They growl and act vicious, which they can be. It makes a good act, and the audiences love it. Then what keeps them in, you ask? Why don't they all just leave? The pups couldn't keep up, and the mothers won't leave them. Besides, I give them everything they need, even the chance to kill their enemies, displace a beast. Blinks lose all sense when it comes to these displaces. Gesturing toward a heavily barred cage, Romney stares at the Black Panther-like creatures that paces inside. It spits and hisses, and its green eyes, burning with hatred, watch the animal trainer's face. Suddenly, a sharp-edged tentacle, one of 2 on the creature's back, lashes out and strikes the bars, inches from Romney's face. It's never stopped trying to kill me, and I don't suppose it ever will, he says. Remember that. We breed them small, but even so, they're deadly and deceptive too. They always appear to be 3 feet from where they actually are. How do you keep them in? You whisper. Magic. Bombax is an illusionist, you know. He keeps the spells up at all times, or I'd have been dead long ago, along with anyone else who stood in their path. How do you stay out of their way in the ring? Asked Petra. Practice. They're not very smart. I figure out what they're going to do, then move. It doesn't always work, of course. It was a displacer that hurt my eye. What's in there, you ask, hurrying onto a large red cage? Owlbears. Both of you stay away from them, too. They don't look very mean, says Petra. They look silly, like someone glued owls' faces onto bears. Silly indeed. Just don't stick your hand in that cage. We got these 2 as cubs. They obey me most of the time, but they would kill you easily if they felt like it. Eyeing the savage beaks, the red-rimmed eyes, and long, sharp claws, the 2 of you edge past the cage and follow Romney. Isn't there anything nice around here? I've saved the best till last. Here they are, Romney says, parting a thicket of high grass. My pride of beauties. Oh, look, Petra. Griffins, you say. Stopping short and sighing with pleasure, screeching loudly, the huge winged eagle-headed creatures turn towards you. Powerful muscles ripple on the lion-like hindquarters as the griffins move closer. Show no fear, whispers. Whispers. Show no fear, whispers Romney. They're beautiful. Yes. They're beautiful, you say, as you touch the golden feathers of one animal. Its curved beak hovers over your head, and its golden eyes study you. And the creature opens the beak and issues a call. Instantly, all the griffins surround you, their enormous furred and feathered bodies boxing you in. Layla, screams Petra, rushing forward. Easy, lad. She's been accepted. I thought they'd take to her. They'll not hurt her. But what would you have done if they had? Griffins are fierce, wild. They'd have ripped you to shreds in seconds. Griffins. And apparently they like you. Yeah, Tiger says yeah. I'd have stopped them. No bunch of birds is going to hurt Layla, mutters Petra. Come on, lad. Let's meet the birds, as you so quaintly call them. Drawing Petra along, Romney pushes his way into the pack. Although the trainer is accepted and Petra closely inspected, they are largely ignored as the griffins nuzzle and nudge you gently, each seeking your attention. Oh, Romney, they're gorgeous. Their feathers are beautiful and their fur is so soft, you say, stroking each animal. Good girl. I thought you'd take to them. How would you like to ride them and learn to command them? It would be a great act. Could I really? Would they let me? Yes, you have the gift, and I suspect Petra has it too. What gift? Petra asked suspiciously. The gift of caring, loving, whatever you want to call it. Animals recognize it and respect it. But if you don't have it, no amount of trying will get it. Of course, you must never use it unwisely. For example, you couldn't go into a Kamadan's cage and expect the gift to protect you, and you must never betray an animal's trust. Well, that's enough for today. Why don't you two look around a bit? I'll see you at the lunch tent when the midday bell rings. Off with you now, and be careful. Oh, you can. Bless you, Tiger. Assuring Romney that you will stay out of trouble, you and Petra wander among the brightly colored cages and wagons. Suddenly, the air is filled with animal screams of rage and the cries of a person in pain. What can it be, Petra? It sounds as if someone was being killed. Where is everyone? I don't know, Layla, but let's find out, says Petra as he dashes off. The screams seem to be coming from behind a large green wagon. Cautiously, you edge around it, then stop, frozen in terror. Before you is a leopard-like Kamadan, one of the most feared animals in the forest of Greyhawk. It measures a full 8 feet from nose to tail, and snakes writhe on its shoulders. Clutched in its bloody jaws is the still struggling form of a crabman. The Kamadan drops the crabman and paces towards you, with its bloody fangs bared in a snarl, and its awful orange eyes locked on yours. It slinks closer and closer. You have these 3 choices. We got a new mulligan page here, guys. You can run. You gasp, yanking at Petra's hand. Turn to page 62. I'm not afraid, Romney says. I have the gift. I'll take care of this. I have the gift. I'll take care of this, says Petra. Turn to page 82. And 3. Cats love to chase things that run. Stand still, you hiss. Turn to page 144. So run, not afraid, or stand still. Let Romney take care of this, or let Petra take care of it. Run, let Petra take care of it, or stand still. Stand still. We got one stand still. Here is the picture of the Kamadan. Yeah, that's something I'm not familiar with. I'll have to go look in some of the old monster manuals because they didn't carry that one over to 2nd edition, I don't think. I've seen the Crabman, of course. Wow, look at him down there. That's pretty cool artwork. I wonder if Kevin Nichols is related to Harry Knuckles. Oh. Harry Knuckles supposedly wrote Castle Caldwell and Beyond. I was really the author's listed name. Yes. Apparently Jess is commenting on the Discord. I'm going to ask her if she's joining us tonight. Yeah, I know. I am. I'm waiting for a response. I had a minute. And apparently, you might be the only one giving us answers tonight. And you're about to fall asleep. Tiger, you're about to fall asleep here. But yeah, we can run. We can let Petra try to handle this. Or we can stand still. And Tiger says stand still. Any other choices from the chat? All right, looks like we're going to stand still. Page 30. All right, well, that's actually going to lead us to some more choices really quick, but let's see what happens. Ah, now that's another story. We'd best tell Helix. That can't be right. Page 30. Nope, it's not. Where did I get that from? It's 144. So I'm a little distracted by kittens tonight. Yes, our little Luna just had kittens. 5 kittens. 144. All right, let's try this. Don't move. Stand still, you whisper. The Kamadan stops for a moment and screams. You stand motionless. Belly to the ground, the Kamadan slinks forward, wailing a song of hatred. Sniffing first at you, then at Petra, it snarls, lifting its lips to show long, curved fangs. The cat, softly like the murmur of the wind, you begin to croon a melody that you have often used to calm wild and injured creatures. The cat shrinks back, its ears flattened against its head. Hissing and snarling, it crouches suddenly undecided. Then the snakes on its shoulders begin to move as one, following you as you sway with the melody. Sing, Petra, you whisper urgently. With Petra's voice joining yours, the soft, soothing melody continues. The giant cat shakes its head, growls uncertainly, then slowly lies down. Gradually, the rage fades from its eyes and it begins to purr. Ever so carefully, you edge closer to the ferocious beast, crooning words of comfort. Sinking to your knees in front of the giant cat, you look into its golden eyes and say, "Good boy," as you stretch out your hand. Extending its head, the Kamadan sniffs your hand, then licks it with its rough tongue. Great rumbling purrs echo in its chest as you gently scratch its throat. "Come on, boy, time to go back," you say, calmly rising and walking to its cage. Another picture of the Kamadan with you. That's an interesting creature. A cat with snakes off its shoulders. I'm going to have to look that one up now. Once you securely lock the door, you slip your hand between the bars, at the big cat and say, "Good boy, I'm proud of you. I'll be back to see you soon." Turning, you stop in surprise. Marshaled around the cage are performers, crabmen, and sideshow people, each clutching a weapon. Cheering loudly, they surround you. "We thought you'd be dead," exclaims a crabman. "That cat's a killer. How did you do it?" "Hey, Jess. Well, I forgot about this and I was in my Zoom meeting. That's okay. I'm sorry." You know what? Jess, I might when we start up the new seasons, go back to 7 o'clock because it seems like this may be too early for some people. All right. Let's see. Stunned by the outcry and the press of people, you stutter, It was nothing really. I treated it as I do any cat." "I knew you had the gifts," says Romney, pushing his way through the crowd, "but I didn't expect you to prove it so soon." Facing the crowd, he holds up his hands and says, "Thanks for your help, friends. Showtime in 5 minutes." Then he turns to you and Petra. "I suggest you two go back to my wagon and try to stay out of mischief until I return." "But sir." "No buts about it, lad. Do as I say. Cages don't just unlock themselves. I can't do the show if I'm worried about you. Get back to the wagon, lock yourselves in, and stay there until I get back." Great 127. What's up, Jess? We got Jess in the house. Hello, Jess. All right. That on 127. Say hey to Jess. Well, hi, Logan and Tiger. It's all good. It's all good. Yeah, Phil said he was listening in, so there we are. Yeah, apparently we're chilling in this wagon. The next morning, Rebus Romney wakens you while he prepares coffee and hot porridge. "I think we should begin your training today," he says. "There's no good reason to wait." "What are we going to learn, sir?" you ask, as you hop out of your narrow bunk. "Something simple, probably owlbears. Simple, asked a tousled Petra. I thought owlbears were killers if you give them the chance. But they're really quite stupid, and they're greedy. Gems and food are their weakness. We keep them well fed and give them a pouch of phony jewels after each performance. That keeps them happy. So if you avoid their claws and jaws, you're fairly safe. Eat up now, and let's get started. Quick recap. Okay, well, we went to a circus. Apparently we're orphans that were being taken care of by some inn that treated them badly. I got captured. You have freed a Pegasus after stealing a key. Petra, your friend, stole a key. They got captured and now work for a shady circus that sounds like it's trying to take over Greyhawk, which they're not going to be able to do. I don't know what they're going to do with it. Greyhawk is a massive city, so that's not happening. And then, now you're learning to train animals. That was the choice made early on. So, all right. The two of you do as you are bid, and soon the breakfast dishes stand neatly stacked in the gaily painted cupboards. As you walk around toward the animal cages, Romney says, "Just watch me. I'll run through the act once so you can see how it's done." Stopping before the owlbear's red cage, Romney stands to the side of the door and swings it open. In one hand, he holds a large chunk of overripe meat. In the other, a heavy chain. Interesting. Yeah, we're having fun. This is a different one. We haven't read this one before, so well, we haven't done a do-over yet. So, holding the meat with his fingertips, the trainer dangles it in front of the open door. Then deftly lets go as 5 razor-sharp claws whistle through the air. Falling upon the meat, the owlbear never even notices as Romney slips up and hooks the chain to its gem-studded collar. "Here," Romney says, handing the chain to Petra. "Its name is Brutus. When it's through eating, take it to the center ring. Layla will get you its brother, Caspius." The griffins love us. Yes. They encounter with griffins. The griffins, like Petra at least, tamed a wild leopard with snakes on its back. Yeah, called a Camadan. I hadn't heard of that one before. I'm going to look that up later. Okay, so you're going to get Caspius. "Take this," says Romney, handing you a chunk of meat. "You try it. You saw how I did it. Mind you, watch out for its claws." "Here, boy. Here, Caspius," you call hesitantly as you waggle the reeking meat in front of the open cage door. With a great roar, "Roar!" Caspius leaps upon the meat, ripping it from your trembling fingers. "Quick, girl, snap that chain on while it's busy with the meat," urges Romney. And though frightened, you do as you are told. "Now grab the end of the chain and head toward the tent. Good, Caspius. Bring your treat with you. That's a good owlbear." In the center ring, the animals tower over you and Petra, their red-rimmed eyes burning brightly, swaying from side to side. Brutus lowers its head and growls at Petra. "No, never give them a chance to do that," shouts Romney, leaping into the ring and grabbing the chain from Petra. "Here, that may take it for a minute. Layla, follow me. Do exactly as I do." Moving ahead of the shambling owlbear, Romney leads the fearful creature around the ring in a series of dance-like movements. Falling a few steps behind, you do your best to imitate your trainer's moves. There you go. Struggling with the owlbear there. So, yeah, let's just let kids play with owlbears. And bless you again. Tiger sneezing. For a time, both owlbears perform gracefully and obediently. Then, without warning, Romney's bear gives an agonized roar, clutches his stomach with both paws, and collapses. "What the?" exclaims the trainer, dashing to the fallen beast. Shrieking with rage and pain, the animal clubs the trainer with its huge paws, sweeping him toward its massive body. Crying piteously, the creature clutches the trainer in a deadly embrace. "Help me! Do something!" gasps Romney, as the bear draws him toward its gaping beak. I want to do another book like that one you did for Halloween Night Shift or whatever it's called. Jess, I might do that. It was called Night Shift. Yeah, you got it right. And I might for Halloween. I might do something like that. I'm gonna try to get some new books in here because we're down to 4 right now. So we're all on the poll that we haven't read before, and then this one, which we're reading now. All right, your options are: don't move, Layla. I'll tangle it up in this, cries Petra as he spies a large gray net. Run, Layla, Petra orders. There's nothing we can do. Or, I'll use the tear, you cry. You want to use that tear? Or do you want to say, don't move, I'll tangle it up in this? Or do you want to say, run, Layla? There's nothing we can do. It's our new mulligan page. Tiger says, don't move. So, number 1. About you, Jess, what do you want to do? Since you're here now, you can help us decide what we do. Halfway to Halloween party in May. There you go. Yeah, well, we're not going to be doing another one of these Endless Quest book readings till June, so I got to sort the series out and fix some videos and make a new playlist. Because we got like, with this one we'll have 23. This is our 23rd Endless Quest book reading. Okay, don't move. Okay, so both of you say don't move. Works for me. Page 58. 58. While you try to calm Caspius, Petra scoops up the net. Staggering under the weight of the enormous gray mass, he stumbles over to the owlbear and drops the net over the animal's head. Instantly, the roar ceases. Reaching up with its front paws, the owlbear claws at the net, then finds itself caught fast. It worked, Layla. Stay there. I'm going to get Romney, Petra says as he tugs at the now unconscious trainer. As he grasps the animal trainer, an edge of the thick gray net falls over his hands. Ignore it, Petra pulls at Romney, who still lies senseless across the owlbear. Somehow the net has spread itself across the unconscious man. Curse this net, cries Petra as he attempts to brush it away. Layla, help! I'm stuck! The net! It's not a net! Layla, do something! It's not a net? Alright, if you are too afraid to do anything but run away, turn to page 18. If you want to grab Rebus Romney's dagger and try to fight the net, turn to page 71. So run away, leave your friend and the trainer, or try to fight it with a dagger. That's our choices. New mulligan page, guys. Fight. Jess wants to fight. Tiger wants to fight. Let's fight. All right. So grab the dagger from Rebus Romney's dagger and try to fight. Turn to page 71. That was a quick choice, wasn't it? All right. Well, looks like we got a ways on this one. A couple pages to read here before we turn to a new page. Without a second's hesitation, you rush to the fallen trainer and snatch his dagger. Circling the edges of the gray mass that has now almost entirely engulfed Petra, you plunge the knife into its center. Instantly, the net shivers and utters a thin cry. Doing your best to avoid Petra and the owlbear, you strike the deceptive monster again and again with the sharp blade. At last, emitting a quivering wail, the monster twitches and collapses. Ooh. I don't know what's going on here, but what is that? A net? An evil net. Oh, okay. It's an evil net. Yes. It's like an evil net. Okay. Quickly, you tug at Petra's hand, all that remains outside the blob. Even in death, the monster is reluctant to give up its victims. And only with difficulty are you able to free your friend. Wheezing painfully and holding his aching head, Petra sits up slowly. Get up, Petra. You've got to help me get the others out, or they'll die. We ought to let the owlbear, mutters Petra. This is all its fault. But staggering to its feet, he helps you move the gray blob and free Romney and from Brutus's grip. No bones broken, says Petra, running his hands over the trainer's body, probably just half squashed. And leaning forward, he breathes gently into Romney's mouth. Seconds later, Romney draws a long, shaky breath and opens his eyes. His color returns to his pale face. He gasps, "What happened?" Apparently, Petra, must be a medic or something. He knows CPR. What if it's cloaked? Are you meant a cloaker? Yeah, okay. It might have been. You killed it. I don't know what it was. Some kind of blob. Okay. Brutus grabbed you, says Petra, helping Romney up. Then I used the net, but it came to life and tried to eat us, and almost did too, but Layla killed it. I used your dagger, you say. I didn't know what else to do. Y'all got your ass handed to you, bro. Yeah, that's what happened. You did well, lass. That's a lurker above, not a net. But Bombax uses it as a net for these trapeze act. If anyone falls, the lurker has dinner. I should have warned you. I just never expected you would need to know so soon. Close enough, yeah. But what I don't understand is what came over Brutus. I can usually trust my owlbears. Bending over the still form, Romney inspects the animal. It's dead, he says sadly. Dead? Why? We got it out, you cry. It couldn't have suffocated so quickly. I expect we'll find it was poison, Romney says, his face twisted with grief. But why? Who would do such a thing? Petra asked angrily. I don't know, but I'm going to find out. I raised Brutus from a cub. I'll miss him sorely. Romney answers bitterly. Suddenly a great roar splits the air as Caspius shuffles over and sniffs at Brutus. Then a wheezy wail bursts from its throat. Sadness. Poisoned owlbear, yep. You hug its great furry body and say, don't cry, Caspius. We'll catch whoever did this. Hush. Everything will be all right. And slowly you lead the grieving bear away. Turn to page 37. Da-da-da. Later, in Romney's wagon, the trainer says, I suggest you tell me what's going on before we all get killed. He's right, Petra. If we had confided in him sooner, Brutus might still be alive. We never meant to hurt anyone. We never meant for anyone to get hurt. We trusted him to do as he said, says Petra. Trusted whom, says Romney. And soon the entire tale is told. Did we miss a part here?
No, he's talking about the doppelgangers, why they're trying to kill the kids.
I knew Bombax and Clusia were crooked, but this is incredible, exclaims Romney. We've got to stop them, says Petra. Indeed, lad. And not just to save our own necks. He'll rape the land to satisfy his greed. Life won't be worth living. But what can we do, you ask? I can think of several things, replies Romney with a grim smile. My plan is dangerous, but it will work if you help. Just tell us what to do, says Petra. You'll have to perform tonight, the governor and the mayor of this province will be here, as well as Clusia and Bombax. All right, here are our choices. We can get to the officials during the Griffin Act. Turn to page 149. We can use the cats and pray they obey us. Turn to page 84. We can use Caspius and hope we can control him. Turn to page 98. Let's train the animals to go on a killing spree. All right, so you guys want to get the officials during the Griffin Act. Get to the officials. use the cats and pray they obey us, or use Caspius and hope we can control him. Caspius is the owlbear. All right, what you guys want to do? What you want to do? What you want to do when it comes for you? Turn to page 99 for a fireball. What's up, Christopher Works? The officials during the Griffin Act. Okay, all right. This is going to be our new mulligan page. Got some choices pretty quick in this one. Hey, Christopher Works. Yes, indeed. All right, we're doing Circus of Fear. And it looks like we might be just about wrapping towards the end here, but Circus of Fear. I'll probably start the Elvis Quest book readings and stuff later on, but some of the other shows I'll keep it 6. Yeah, so those are our choices. Get to the officials during the show, which is what Tiger wants to do. We try to use the cats and pray they obey us, or we can ask the owlbear, Caspius, and hope we can control him. Good to see you, Christopher Works. Hope everybody's doing good tonight. Recap, just because you popped in, Christopher. Circus Fear, a couple kids, kind of orphans, lived at a tavern and they treated you badly. Tried to free a Pegasus from a circus you went to. You did that, and then you got caught by the circus owner, and now you're being forced to work in the circus. Decided to train animals. The animal trainer, who seems to be a good guy, he's been training you. You ran into some griffins who like you. You ran into this Camadan. This is like a leopard with fucking snakes on his shoulders. I saw all sorts of animals. And then you started owlbear training and got almost killed by a lurker, and now you've told Remus Romney, the animal trainer, about the plot that you overheard right before you got caught. Start again. No, not happening. Not happening, right? But now your choices are to try to get to the officials, ask for the cat, see if you can get the cats to do it, or you can do the other thing. Get the owlbear. See if we can have the owlbear help. Hey, Bobby's in the house. What's up, Bobby? Yeah, I think I should start these at 7 and come June. But yeah, I gotta sort these Endless Quest book videos out. I've got like 22 of them at this point. Let's get this done right here. There we go. Say hi to Bobby in the chat. Good to see you, Bobby. All right, so Tiger wants to see if we can get to the officials during the Griffin Act, which Griffin's on the Griffin on the cover, so it's nice to see you, Bobby. Tomorrow night we're doing a radio show, but we're not doing anything this Friday. It's our rotation Friday off. We're doing three shows and then 1 show off a month. Less doppelgangers in power. Yeah. They're trying to. The circus owner is trying to put doppelgangers in charge of Greyhawk. Yeah, you said officials too. I missed that one, Jess. So we got 2 votes for officials. Sure was that? Oh, yeah, I don't know the officials. Oh, okay, yeah. Get the officials. Yeah, I missed it. I missed it, Jess. Sorry. Let me see. Are these the old TSR books? Yeah. In the poll for our next episode, which is going to be in June. Because like I said, I got to sort some stuff out, and that's where we're going to start our seasons normally. But this is kind of a special because I told everybody I do one. Hero Washington Square, which is top secret. Captive Planet, which is Star Frontiers. Secret of the Jinn, which is Al-Qadim and the Forgotten Realms, or like Arabian Nights style stories. And then I've got a Choose Your Own Adventure that must have been the Tigers because I found it in my collection. Secret of the Pyramids, and none of these we've read yet, but other than Circus of Fear, that's all my endless quest books that we've read. I've got like a little over 20 of them. So Ray is cryptically saying officials also. What Jess said. Okay, all right. I think the Jinn, but I voted for whatever was first. Well, right now it's looking like Hero of Washington Square is winning. So we'll see. We'll see how the poll looks when we're done here. But the consensus is get to the officials during the Griffin Act. Turn to page 149. I try to be funny, Tiger. She said I'm funny. Oh, I like that. Okay. That's the idea. And have a good time. Just sit here and hang out and read. And just be cool hanging out and reading. Okay. Do some nerdy shit and be cool. Yeah, let's do that. All right. For the rest of the day, Romney teaches you and Petra how to work with griffins and their cousins, the hippogriffs. And by the way, for those of you just popping in, your character's name is Layla. As the afternoon fades, Romney expresses satisfaction. And after sending the beast back to the meadow, he draws you to his side. You far exceeded my expectations, he says with a smile. And if we succeed, you've both got great circus careers ahead of you. Go rest up now. Be back by 6 bells. Don't be late and stay out of trouble. I can't get no... You're going to say satisfaction. I'm a bit delirious here. Don't worry, I remember reading a few of these books. Christopher Work says, I need to hit the old bookstores to find some again. Yeah, I got to get some more for next season. This season, I should say. This season coming up. Because this is our early premiere. Okay. Finally, 6 bells chime, and you join Romney in center ring. You are dressed in 4-screen tights and a velvet jerkin. Petra is dressed in scarlet and gold. Townsfolk trickle in, filling the tent to capacity. The 2 men dressed in purple sitting in the center box are the mayor and the governor. We have to get to them, says Romney. Ladies and gentlemen and children of all ages, booms Cluja. Petra, I'm scared. I'm scared too, Layla, but I'm more afraid of Bombax. We have to do it. A trumpet blares, and Cluja says, Ladies and gentlemen, we direct your attention to the center ring, where Petra and Layla, the world's youngest animal trainers, will demonstrate their spectacular abilities with the largest pack of griffins and hippogriffs in captivity. Silence, please. Wait a minute, what hippo, what? Yeah, they are really cool, I agree. You were like Night Shift, Jess? Enjoy being the only one in the chat making choices. Yeah, that was kind of fun, Jess. We had a lot of fun with that one. Yeah, I might read Night Shift another day, too, you know. All right. Obeying Petra's hidden hand signals, the king of the griffins lowers its fierce feathered head so you can now hook a hand around the tawny neck. Then you are borne high above the sawdust ring as the immense bird animal wheels and dips through the air. Yeah, king. That's what it says. You glance down and the ground seems very far away. The light blurs and suddenly, there's the cover. And suddenly, you are very dizzy. Then just as your hand starts to slip, the griffin turns and stares at you. Although it does not speak, something passes between the two of you. Some of the creature's fierce independence seems to flow into you, and your fears fall away. Swiftly, you climb to the top of the griffin's head, and closing your mind to all but the calm place within you. Carefully slide down and drape your body in its open beak. Are we enchanted? King of the Wicker Beetle. Free the griffins. That's the idea, bud. A gasp goes up from the audience, and the savage creature holds you gently in its sharp hooked beak. Then, to the thunderous applause, you are deposited gently at Petra's feet, and you take your bows with pride and happiness. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask for 2 brave volunteers from the audience to join the beautiful Layla on a ride above the 3 rings of Bumbak's Brothers Circus, says Romney. Speak up. Surely you're not afraid to do what one small girl has done. The audience stirs nervously. Not one hand can be seen waving above the crowd. You gentlemen in purple, surely we can convince you to join us, Romney says, pointing to the surprised mayor and the governor. Griffin? Yeah, Griffin. Both men look around, hoping that someone else has been signaled out. Clapping and whistling, the audience urges the officials into the ring. What's he up to, Clusia? This is Bombax from behind you? I don't know. Maybe he's just it's part of the new act. Surely it doesn't mean anything. It had better not call out the doppelgangers just in case. Now, gentlemen, if you'll kindly step up on this drum and then onto the backs of the griffins. No, I insist. Please climb up, says Romney. Unwilling to appear cowardly before the audience, the officials hitch their robes above their chubby legs and climb onto the griffins. Thank you, gentlemen. And now my young associates and I will join you and perform an act that has never been seen before. Spelling it that way, but failed. Spelling Griffin with a Y, yeah. All right. Quickly, before the frightened officials can change their minds, you and Petra climb on behind them. Romney leaps astride a hippogriff, and in an instant, all the powerful creatures soar into the air. During the next few moments, your flying mounts circle the tent poles at high speed. Do aerial somersaults, plummet to within inches of the ground before pulling up. You weave intricate patterns in the air. Then, giving a triumphant screech, Romney's hippogriff strains upward and rips through the canvas canvas tent top. Within seconds, each of the other airborne beasts follows, leaving behind a silent, dumbstruck audience. All riders have chubby legs. I like that, Rick. All right. Swiftly, the bird animals cleave the night air, parting pearly clouds like a knife through water. Then, with no warning, the creatures plunge towards the unseen earth. Sorry. I was hoping that would help. Kind of made it work. All right, here we go. All right. Swiftly, the bird animals cleave the night air, parting pearly clouds with a knife through water. With no warning, the creatures plunge towards the unseen earth. The mayor shrieks with fear and buries his face deep into the griffin's feathers. With no warning, the creatures choke on their drink. Yeah, there we go. Thanks, Fred. Although you know you should be afraid, you're not. The dark air sings a strange and exciting melody in your ears, and blood pounds in your veins. All too soon, the proud beasts extend their enormous wings and float to a halt at a high hill, far from the lights of the circus. I'll see that you're dead before you get out of prison, exclaims the mayor as he stumbles off the griffin's back. Is there a good reason for this? Asks the governor. Are we being kidnapped? Only temporarily, sir. If you wish to return to the circus after we tell you our story, we'll take you there, Rebus Romney says politely. Crouching on the hilltop, the 3 of you tell your story to the 2 officials. Pack of lies, snarls the mayor. Who could possibly duplicate me? Because I'm blind. Oh, the melody in my eyes. Yes, you're right. Just about any donkey in the country, replies the governor. Then he turns to you. Who could possibly duplicate me? Just about any donkey in the country. Oh, wow, they're really good friends, aren't they? It's a temporary kidnapping. There you go. I believe you, says the governor. It's a good plan. And had it not been for your courage, it would have worked. Now, if your noble steeds will bear us, again, let us fly to the capital with all possible speed and warn the king. Once he's alerted, the army can be called out and all of the doppelgangers can be rounded up. It won't be easy, but it can be done. I shall take I shall take part personally in seizing Bombax and Clusia. Not I. You'll not be catching me getting on one of those buzzards again, the mayor sputters. I can't believe you're going to swallow this ridiculous story. You'll be a laughingstock tomorrow. It's probably just a joke, thought up by these people. Everyone knows the circus people are scum. Do what you want, Mayor Boffle. I'm going, says the governor. I hope you enjoy the walk home. Yet clearly Rose Estes did not like this mayor. Without another word, the four of you climb onto your waiting mounts and, turning your faces into the clean north wind, set course for the capital and the king. The end! Dun dun dun! I know a lot of you just got here, but we've been reading for over an hour. Double beggars can be identified by the smell. I shall go forth and fetch the mail. The mayor, boom boom. I actually played Boom Boom Pop earlier. Hours before Bobby got here. All right, let's check out this poll and see what we got here. I'm gonna look it over, and there it is. We have 9 votes. Thank you guys so much for voting today. Let's see what we got going on in the chat. Let's see if we go to the chat. That is what won, but I don't see it. There it is. Okay, finally popped up. All right, yes, Hero Washington Square is #1. Yeah, Tiger spoiled it for me. Secret of the Gin, Captive Planet, both at 11%. Secret of the Pyramids at 33%. Hero of Washington Square is our winner. This is what we'll be reading in June when we come back. You're tired? Well, you got the good part. You got the good part, Bobby. Usually you leave before the end, but you were here for the ending, and that's the big part. So, well, that was actually a cool one. I like this one. This was interesting. Let me know what you guys thought. Yeah, Bobby's like, I missed the whole quest. Yeah, you kind of did. But yeah. Kids got captured by the circus, basically, forced to work in the circus. The animal trainer was good. Then he helped them learn how to train the animals. They used the animals. They foiled the circus owner and the ringmaster's plan to take over Greyhawk with doppelgangers. And you saved the day. You aren't allowed to end the stream till I say. I wish it worked that way, Jess. But no, actually I don't. So next time I'll read Hero of Washington Square. This is a top secret book. We read Robbers and Robots, and that was pretty cool. So this is different. Doppelmaster, yeah, that's kind of what it was. I didn't remember anything about Circus of Fear. I think I'd only read this one once, and yeah, I don't think I got that ending. That was a good ending. You saved the day. All right. Circus of Fear. Okay, what I want to do before I go tonight, I wanted to do this thing here for StreamYard because I always forget. You know, it's YouTube. You guys know how to YouTube, and you know, like, share, subscribe. Got memberships, you can do that. Super chats if you want to support the channel. We are on a less than zero budget at the moment, so we're barely making it over here. But you know, only do what you can or what you want to. If you want to help support the channel, and we would appreciate it. So there it is. Say it helps with the algorithm. So I did that bit. All right. Tomorrow night at Radio from the Hilt. We were doing a President's theme, but neither the Tiger and I wrote any more President's theme songs. The ones that we did write, or I thought were really good, but nobody really seemed to pay attention to them. So I decided we're just going to do music tomorrow night, not worry about the theme. So if I send you a bunch of questions about what I want to do with Magrea, can you answer them? That's her question to Tiger. They have hungry kittens to feed. They have. Okay, thank you, Ray. Yeah, yes, our cat Luna just gave birth to 5 kittens. Yeah, I don't have any of the pictures available where I'd show you. They're on the Discord, and I haven't got copies yet. And I am going to be putting out shorty shorts. With that Tiger sent me some videos, so I'm going to make some videos. And I'll put one out tonight probably. Theme-free music. There you go. It's in the mail. Yeah, there we go. It's in the mail. Yep. I appreciate y'all being here. If you're watching the replay, thank you. We appreciate it. And, please watch the replay. We had some fun tonight. It was a good book. Themeless. But when we have less people choosing, it goes a lot faster. We got 4 orange kitties and 1 white one with our black mama, the little black tortie cat. Well, she's got like rust color already. Like she's got the crescent moon over her eye. That's pretty cool. And 1 white one, yeah. So yeah, we got lots of kitties. I definitely appreciate everyone for being here. You know what, Bobby? Just for you, one more time, I'll play Boom Boom Bop. How's that sound? He just wants me to stretch the stream out a little bit. All right, here we go.
Check it. Boom, boom, boom. Pop, 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 pop. It's just a boom, boom day. Pop, 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 pop. Let's play. Hear it, vroom, vroom, yeah. Going out here and there. Ooh, say hey, hey, hey. Out the way, way, way. I've got something to say, say, say. Come on, may, may, may. Feel around, bop around. Get down all the way to the ground. Look up, get up, feel the beat pound. Rocking and swaying abound. I got the boom, boom, boom. I hear the pop, pop, drum, 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 drum. Boom, boom, pop. There it is. Boom, boom, pop. Bang it. Boom, boom, pop. Bang it. Boom, pop. Boom, boom, pop. There it was. Boom, boom, boom. I knew it was there. Boom, bang it. Boom, bang it. Boom, boom, pop. Boom. I love a boom boom day. Oh yeah. Pop pop pop, let's play. Hear it vroom vroom vroom, staying out everywhere. Ooh, say no no no, got to go go go. Yeah, out the door door, give me more more more. There it is. Boom 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 boom. I hear the pop pop pop, drum drum drum. Boom 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 boom. Boom boom boom. There it is. Boom boom boom. I knew it was there. Boom, bang 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 it. Boom boom boom. Bang it. Boom 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 boom. There it is. I knew it was there. There it is. Boom 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 boom. I it. There it is. Boom 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 boom. Bang it. There it is. Boom 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 boom. I knew it was there. Bang it.
All right. Good night, my friends. Thank you so much for joining me. Hope you all join us tomorrow night for Radio from the Hill. We'll have more music, more fun, and plenty of chat, my friends. And on that note, we'll see you next time.
Well, here I am.
I have no memory of this place.
Next time, baby.